Welcome, USFL fans. I am your host, Hype. I am back. I just want to go ahead and thank Webb for filling in for me. Appreciate that. I'm going to jump right into it. Week 4, as you can see, the USFL Power Rankings, USFL Network collaborating with the USFL community. That's what it's all about, the USFL community. If it wasn't for us, the exposure level wouldn't be as high. I'll tell you that much. Big shout out to everyone that contributes with our power rankings. You know, the community itself, we appreciate you all. So let's go ahead and jump right in. I want to talk about the Philadelphia Stars, okay? Philadelphia Stars were held under 200 yards of total offense to the Gamblers 463. Now, Matt Colburn, he did go ahead and finish off a drive with the rushing touchdown. Something the Stars have been searching for all season long, getting that running game, showing some life with the running, with the ground game. Another bright spot for the Stars in this one. They did have 2 attempts in the red zone. They were able to capitalize on both of those possessions. Late in the fourth quarter, less than 2 minutes, it was, it wasn't much, to give. They were already out of the game. But overall, on just 11 rushing attempts, they were able to only scratch up 44 total yards on the ground. Like I said, after that touchdown in the second quarter from Matt Colburn, it was all Houston until the final whistle. The Stars will go ahead and they will have to turn it around, right now, coming up week 5, if they have any chance in defending their North title crown, as they sit at the bottom of the North at 1-3. Okay. Now, I want to go ahead and keep this moving. I know Ace is biting at the bit right now. Our Houston Gamblers correspondent. Let's see what Ace has to say. Ace, what do you got?
The Houston Gamblers are 2-2, baby. We blew out the Stars. Case Cook is spending more time on the ground than he was throwing balls. Kenji Bahar, he threw 3 interceptions week 1, 2 in week 2, 1 in week 3, and now in week 4, the trend continues. He threw 0 interceptions. The man is looking great in the pocket. He got a little hurt in the fourth quarter. They pulled him out. They didn't even need him anymore. We were blowing the Stars out so much that Terry Wilson came in. He even fumbled, and it was still a touchdown. Everything was going the Gamblers' way. This week, we got to keep that up. We got to keep the intensity. We got to keep the high-scoring offense, and our defense has to keep getting to the quarterback, because this week we play Alex Magoo and the Birmingham Stallions, the reigning champions. If we can get through them, and we can go, and we will be in the playoffs, and I will see this team play in Canton. I swear, good things are coming. We are all in. Put your cards and chips on the table. Let's go, Gamblers, baby.
A very happy and excited Ace. I know he tweeted out earlier as well in the week after the game, and he was extra happy. I know he's happy every day as a Gamblers fan, but it was just something special to see that win and just to see that blowout win. And the Houston Gamblers, they pretty much had their way with the Stars. It didn't matter what the Stars were trying to accomplish. It was a no-go for the Stars. The Gamblers just, they went all in, and they're picking up at a pace right now, and they're 2-2, almost at that halfway point. If they can get by the Birmingham Stallions in week 5, the rest of the USFL needs to watch out, because this team is definitely coming together at the perfect time right now in the USFL season. So let's go ahead and keep it moving. I'm going to go ahead and touch base on the New Jersey Generals, okay? Generals went up against the undefeated Breakers, okay? This was a close game throughout, ending by just 3 points. A couple of mishandled offensive plays, and this outcome could have been a different story, okay? New Jersey stayed in the game until the very end. Generals are still on top of the North Division, okay? They're also 2-0 against North Division opponents. If they can just tighten up their offense, execute on third downs, I see no reason DeAndre Johnson and company, can't stay at top of that North Division title, North Division, and push for that North Division title. It's all about that North Division title, and they're right there. They're at 2-2. They're, it's their division to lose right now. So I don't see any reason why the Generals cannot clean it up just a little bit, move forward, and just stay atop of that North Division and take the title. It's there to lose. It's theirs to lose. That they're too good of a team, too well coached of a team, to keep falling. I don't see them falling out of first place anytime soon. Just have to get by. Stay up, keep doing what you're doing. They will be fine. Okay. They will be absolutely fine. Definitely have faith in this team. New Jersey is not going anywhere. So on the other side of the board, we had, the New Orleans Breakers undefeated. And of course, let's go ahead and, let's see what Lowe has to say about his Breakers staying undefeated.
The Breakers received the ball first and were able to go down the field and score a touchdown, with Wes Hills getting his 7th at the time touchdown of the season. You would not see another score in this game until the second quarter, when Cameron Eccles-Looper would take a pass from DeAndre Johnson 60-plus yards for a touchdown. The Breakers would also respond with a Wes Hills touchdown, and at the end of the half, it was 14-10. The Generals added a field goal, obviously. In the second half, the Breakers added a field goal, but the Generals were able to add a touchdown from Trey Williams to tie the game at 17. And then with about 8 minutes and change left in the fourth quarter, Matt Coughlin would kick the eventual game-winning field goal for the Breakers. Now, late in the fourth quarter, the Breakers would have a 9-play, 4.5-minute drive to really kill the clock, and that would eventually lead to them winning the game.
Ultimately, yeah. They lead in, I think, every category but one as far as scoring, passing yards, rushing touchdowns, receiving yards, quarterback, running back, tight end, and Surratt. They are the real deal. They are the total package right now. A lot of us had the New Orleans Breakers because of everything new, everything going on in the offseason, new coach, pretty much knew everything. We didn't know where the Breakers would fall, and they are proving everyone wrong. All the doubters out there, including myself, they are the real deal, and they are still undefeated. So hats off to the Breakers. They got the job done, and they continue to flourish. We're going to go ahead and keep it moving. We're going to go ahead and jump into the Memphis Showboats. No, this is not the look of Todd Haley after this week. All right. Captain, what do you got for the Showboats?
What's going on, guys? It's your boy Brandon, aka the Captain. Finally getting to talk to you guys after a Showboats win. First win since 1985. First win of the new Showboats era. Hey, we did it with a full team effort. Offense, defense, special teams. Everybody stepped up. Everybody did their thing. Jeff McCulloch, Alex Kessman, Cole Kelly, whole bunch of dogs. So excited, guys. But we're going to need to capture everything we did this week and do it tenfold next week. We got the big bad Breakers coming into town, undefeated. If we can pull off the miracle win against them, I don't know what I'm going to do next week. But tune in here to see. Appreciate you guys. We finally did it. Go Boats.
Go Boats. They got their first win since 1985. I was just 1 year old. Oh, my God. I feel so old. But, hey, Brady White, everyone thought Brady White was the answer. It is not. It is Cole Kelly. Right now, you have to ride that wave, coming in, got their first win. You got to keep it going. So, speaking of which, the Panthers, they did go ahead and fall. We're going to go ahead and keep it moving. We have Mav standing by. Mav, what do you got?
Jump on it.
Sorry, Mav. Not this week, buddy.
What's up, guys? It's your boy Maverick here to talk about this week's Michigan Panther game. Unfortunately, it was the second bad game in a row for the Michigan Panthers at home against the Memphis Showboats. After giving up 4 turnovers and having no takeaways, the score ultimately amounted to a 29-10 loss for the Michigan Panthers. Although there were some good performances in the game, overall it was not a great showing for the Michigan Panthers. Hopefully we can put it together here, practice, figure out our red zone offense, figure out how to get more first downs, get more passing yards. Rushing has been there, but can't rush the entire game and win an entire game unless, you're the New Orleans Breakers. But we've got the Pittsburgh Maulers next week, and hopefully we can take home a W and get back on track. Let's hunt, go Panther.
There you have it. Mav, he seems a little optimistic. Hopefully, you got the Maulers coming in, that Maulers defense. Who knows? They are a hard-hitting team. I got to say that. But if the Panthers can just get back to the Josh Love of the beginning of the season, who knows? They can definitely turn it around. They have the tools. They have Reggie Corbin. They have Josh Love. I mean, they have the talent on both sides of the ball to turn this team around. And given the short season, it's a 10-week season. It has to come fast, and it has to come now. For a lot of these teams, we have seen blowouts, but a lot of these games are really close each and every week. So it's time to turn it around. Whoever needs to turn it around needs to turn it around now. We're leading up to the midway point of the season. So the time is now, especially for the South. So we're going to go ahead and keep it rolling. We're going to go ahead and I believe Webb is standing by from his garden. Let's check it out.
What's up, guys? Maulers, Mauler Nation. 1-3 after the first 4 games. It was tough 4 games. Lost to the Stallions last night, 24-20. Tough game because the Maulers played well. The Maulers were pretty solid the entire night, especially the offense and the defense. I'm outside because it's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day to be a Mauler fan. I know 1-3 is not the start you want, but if you told me that the 1-9 Maulers from last year would have been 1-3 after the first 4 weeks against the playoff teams last year, I would have thought you were crazy, right? And most people would have. But I am completely buying into this team. This team, defensively, the offense is developing, and the time you're taking on a Panthers team who's struggling this week. You've got the Stars again. You've got the Generals again. You got the Gamblers. Like, if we're all agreeing that the Breakers are that number 1 team, we already got rid of them. If we're saying the Stallions are number 2, we already got rid of them. We got one of the Generals games, and then of course we got the win against the team that's lesser than them. So, as a Mauler fan, I can't be too disappointed. Yes, I would love to go 10-0, 12-0, whatever it is. But at the same time, brighter days are ahead. All right, guys. Web out.
There you have it. I mean, with the Maulers, a lot of us still believe in the Maulers. We have them at 5. They jumped up a spot to number 5 in the post-week 4 power rankings. If they can just get it together when it comes to the offense, I mean, they did go ahead and take it to the Stars. We do see the Stars. They're at 1-3 now, but they did go ahead and defeat the defending right now North Division champs, and they almost went ahead and took it and beat the defending champion Stallions. This team, if they can just gel on offense, because I don't see, when it comes to the defense, yes, when it comes to the defense wins championships, but you also have to score. You know what I mean? So if they can just put together something on offense, this team can be scary, and they can be scary right now as well. Speaking of the defending champion Stallions, I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to Buck, and he's going to give us his take on this week's win for the Birmingham Stallions.
Hey everyone, Buck here. Kind of want to talk about the Birmingham recap. Of course, the Birmingham Stallions win against the Pittsburgh Maulers in a very, very, very close game. I think everyone's kind of shocked with how close that game was. Everyone was expecting somewhat close, but no one was expecting a 4-point difference between these two teams. Deon Kane basically saved the game for the Stallions with that return TD in the second half of that game. I mean, that brought back basically the entire team back to life after that. They were chugging 100%. But yeah, rough kind of first half for the Stallions. If I'm a Stallions fan, I want to see this upcoming week against Houston more kind of first half production, and then second half maybe let off the gas a little bit, but not as much as kind of we're seeing these first half cold, second half hot, first half hot, second half cold. But still, a win is a win, and we'll see what happens against Houston this weekend.
A win is a win, Buck, absolutely. And Deon Kane, I mean, he is the leading all-purpose yards leader in the USFL right now. So it was close. I didn't expect it myself to be as close. I did personally choose the Maulers to go ahead and take it to Birmingham and actually beat them. It was a close one. It was another great week of USFL football. Week 4 is in the books. Week 5 can't come soon enough. Again, I want to thank the USFL community for their contribution and collaborating with us, the USFL Network, on the power rankings. Love to see it each and every week. But this has been Tell Me About It, the Week 4 edition. See you next week. Let's see what happens Week 5. There are so many great matchups leading into Week 5. Anything can happen on any given Sunday, any given Saturday. This has been Tell Me About It. I am your host, Hype. You all have a great night, great day. Take care, guys.